For the first time ever on this channel, we're gonna talk about double masters. Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles. I don't know if you know about this product, Double Masters, but in this first exploratory video, we're gonna get into the content. We're here to talk some more about Double Masters booster boxes and Double Master VIP packs. Now I'm gonna try and get through this as best I can because I'm having some serious dental mouthful issues that are making my life a nightmare. I'm bringing that up here at the beginning of the video because I know some people, if let's say I don't put out a video for a couple of days or I don't show for a couple of live streams, there are people who are going to be worried. Like, what happened to him? Did a moose attack him? Has he been eaten by meese? Is that what's going down? No, it's just the universe has decided to strike me down in the mouth hole, which I'm sure actually makes a certain segment of the magic community happy because they're mean. They don't like me. All right, so now that we've gotten all that complaining out of the way, let's get to the official complaining we're here to do. To complain about Double Masters. Oh, the VIP boxes are easily resealable. Oh, no one's getting backstabbers. All right, so those are the two issues that we're going to be talking about. The one, I thought like almost every conversation we've had has been about VIP boxes. I feel like these have been the majority of the conversational topics. So I guess we'll cover this first, and then we'll talk about regular Double Masters boxes as well, because that's actually it's the reason I created this video. So with the VIP packs, there are people who've asked me to circulate more information regarding what's going on with them. Now, we already covered that they did not put anti-tampering style shrink wrap on the package, right? Like, this should have little Wizards of the Coast logos all over it so that you know this hasn't been tampered with. Additionally, people who have seen mine in the video have said that the VIP packs that they purchased had much tighter and better done shrink wrapping. It didn't have like the ridiculous little doggy ears here, you know, like look at that. Look at how, like, honestly, there's a hole in the side of this just from me touching it. Like, this shrink wrap is pretty weak sauce, but we already went over how that doesn't protect you. Now, when it comes to the box itself, it originally looked like when you tore it open, it damaged the box to enough of a degree that at least once you got past the shrink wrap, when you went to open it, you might have a chance of knowing, wait a minute, this has actually been messed with. But someone discovered that you can actually apparently heat up the glue. If you heat up the glue on the box, then you end up with a scenario where you can kind of peel it open and it makes it easier to reseal. So you've got that issue, and an issue I think some people feel like I didn't cover adequately, although I feel like I have, but I'll go over it anyways. Inside the VIP pack, you will get a pack of cards like this. Obviously, this is a token pack from MacLeod, so it's not the exact pack from inside here, but this will illustrate the issue. You get a see-through pack like this. Now notice how much space you have to shift around the cards. You can individually push cards up. It does take a little bit of, it is a little bit of hassle. You got to kind of jiggle the cards around, but you can shift them and see what's like further on in the pack. So for example, see, you can just see this is midway through the pack, but you can easily read what card it is. And you can do the same thing with the collector's numbers down at the bottom. So essentially now, we have an issue with VIP packs where there's no outer tamper proof, right? So you won't know that way. The box can be heated and reopened and resealed, so you won't know that way. And the people who have them can literally just check the contents, push it up, see what the box toppers and big money cards are, and decide whether it's worth opening or not. Put the ones that are no good back into the box, reseal it because it's been opened effectively without destroying the box, and then just put some jank level shrink wrap. Like, I don't know much about shrink wrapping, but I feel like if you just gave me some sandwich wrap and a lighter, that I could probably do a close approximation of this level of shrink wrapping. So it is a genuine and fair complaint that people have, and since it's come up a number of different times in a number of different ways with the comment section, I just wanted to go over all of that thoroughly. Hopefully you're all satisfied. Let us turn our attention now to box toppers of a different variety, specifically dealing with the Double Masters booster boxes. Reports have been trickling in here and there. I've seen it on Reddit, I've seen it in my comment section, and now I've actually had it confirmed from an LGS. They had to contact Wizards of the Coast because they opened up one of the boxes and there were no box toppers. So they've actually reported the product code for that particular line, and they're keeping the additional box or however many more that they got from that group sealed to just return it all to Wizards for replacements. Now, this is a situation where it's going to be a little more annoying, I imagine, to get any kind of resolution. Like, Wizards is going to be aware that this has happened, but with the VIP packs, they decided the compensation would be send in the UPC code and we'll send you out a booster pack to make up for the fact that our advertising wasn't accurate. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Anyways, sorry, got a little side pulse that just kind of jagged. You know, I don't know how much you guys have dealt with like dental stuff, but it's amazing how it can just kind of like cut through everything that's going on and go, pay attention to me, your brain's empty for a second. It's like, whoa. So yeah, anyhow, the Double Masters VIP packs, you can send in the UPC code. I don't know how they're going to approach this Double Masters situation, because theoretically anybody who got a box of Double Masters could contact them and just say they didn't get the 2 box toppers. Now, it's obviously on Wizards. At this point, I think that they really need to just go with, if somebody says they didn't get them, we take their word for it and send them out, because the box toppers are the big, they're the big cheese to get the rats and nibbling to take the bait, as it were, right? The box toppers are a big deal, and not getting them is a big deal. So to expend all the money it costs to buy a full box of Double Masters, specifically like with the additional incentive of the actual box toppers, and not get them, that is a big like backhand where it feels obviously very, very awful. So for me, this is definitely a 100% confirmed issue. I wasn't sure because of the amount of people I saw talking about it, but based on everything I'm seeing, along with the confirmation from an LGS, this is a real and genuine issue that Wizards of the Coast needs to resolve. It really seems like Double Masters has been just absolutely plagued with a number of problems. And part of that is probably because of the rush nature of the product. Basically, if you don't already know, from what Mark Rosewater said in his one article, they were told that they had to create a new set. Originally, Commander Legends, which is now slated to come out at the end of the year, had to be moved to the end of the year, and they needed a replacement to fill in the slot. And they didn't have the time required to create a new product. And when I say new product, I mean things like your upcoming Zendikar set, Core Set 21, Theros, you know, like just basically any set that they've made where they have to design a bunch of new cards, figure out the world, craft a story. That's actually why the Master set ended up getting revived. They weren't intending on bringing Master sets back as fast as they did. They were caught flat-footed without the opportunity to make a new set, and just decided to pull the remnants of Artifact Masters and build on it. So this is essentially the second Master set in a row we've got that isn't what it was originally concepted to be. So what happened was when Masters 25 and Iconic Masters flopped horribly, Wizards decided they were going to scrap the Masters concept for the time being, but they still had Graveyard Masters finished, and they essentially wanted to get it out the door and get their money. So they decided to rebrand it as Ultimate Masters and include box toppers, repackage the whole thing. It pushed the price up so much, but they passed that on to us, right? Like, they had to pay additional costs, but they passed that on to us. And we got Graveyard Masters called Ultimate Masters. Now, Artifact Masters essentially was only maybe half finished when they went to like work on bringing it back as Double Masters, and they didn't have a lot of time. So basically they just sat down, probably calculated with some economists what rares they could get away with printing in it. Like, what can we put in this to give it enough value and then shove a bunch of other stuff into the common and uncommon slots? They say they optimize these sets for draft, but I have a difficult time believing it based on the cards that are put in the set and admittedly the tight time frame they had themselves for creating it. So Double Masters was a very rush job product, and it shows in virtually every level of the product. You know what I mean? Like, there are some definite nice things about Double Masters. Opening a pack with 2 rares and 2 foils in it feels great. The price tag doesn't feel great, but opening those packs feels great. The box toppers, a lot of them look really, really nice, and they're exciting to open. So that is also nice. Those parts of it I would consider a success. The zazz of 2 rares and 2 foils, consider that concept a success. The box toppers are a success. The price coupled with execution, especially in terms of the Double Masters VIP packs, leaves a lot to be desired. The communication levels on this are definitely essentially the worst they've ever been on a product. You know what I mean? Like, Ultimate Masters was rushed out with sort of this really tight hype kind of right before Christmas, just dump it on us. But Double Masters didn't get the same treatment. They had plenty of time to explain the realities of the set to us, and either they neglected to do so thinking we wouldn't care, or they intentionally decided not to, or they were just so rushed trying to do a whole bunch of different things that they just let it slip through the cracks. But at the end of the day, not like the reason they did it doesn't matter. What matters is the results. And it really did mar the launch of Wizards' most expensive product ever in terms of singular boosters, because that's what this is, right? This is a VIP booster pack. So this is literally the most expensive booster Wizards has ever created, and the launch of it went very poorly, and it's going to cause people in the future to look at this product with a little more trepidation. And on top of that, Wizards' redemption program, where you can send in the UPC for 1 booster pack, is lacking in a number of ways. One, there's going to be a bunch of people who don't feel like the Double Masters pack is sufficient. There's going to be people who have already thrown these boxes out and are going to be very frustrated about the fact that they don't have the UPC codes. There were multiple comments on the video I put out talking about this, which actually made me laugh, where it said, I had your video on in the background and I was just listening, and then I heard about the codes and I was about to take the trash out and I'm sitting there tearing open the recycling to pull out the 8 VIP packs that I bought, right? And there's also memes about how Rudy over at Alpha Investments is going to get 1 billion packs sent to him because he's going to have all the UPC codes from all the openings he does for his patrons. But either way, this product could have launched a lot better. Being 100% direct with the consumer and giving us the information is the best way to go, because at the end of the day, the truth comes out. You can't hide that from us. So there's no point in even making the attempt to do so, because it just damages the optics. And at the end of the day, the customers who are willing to splurge on this, and even regular boxes of Double Masters, let's not pretend that's not also a giant luxury. The people who are willing to splurge on your high-end products are almost guaranteed to buy it under the other circumstances. If Wizards of the Coast had just came out and said, 8 of the commons in this set have been upgraded with special unique artwork and are only available in these special boxes and this sort of thing, it would have been like, okay, that's what's going on. And if they had said, oh yeah, also, you can only get 1 mythic rare at most in terms of the box toppers per these boxes, people are like, I'm not like a huge fan of that, but okay. Like, it would have just been like, okay, instead of, you lied to me, I feel betrayed. So that's really where they went majorly wrong with this product. But either way, that's all I have to say about that, and I can feel that my mouth is about to get angry at me again and start being mean. So I'm gonna wrap this up. If you haven't checked it out already, there's a 30-something minute lore video about this intense battle with the Phyrexians and Joyra and all this insanity with Urza, and even Karn gets mentioned briefly in that story. Either way, it's a good story. Go check it out on my Fantasy Geographique channel. We're having a great time over there. Nothing but Magic lore currently, and nothing but good times. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. I imagine this pretty much has to be the end of the Double Masters saga in terms of Double Masters videos, but we'll see. You never know what tomorrow's gonna bring, right? Anyways, if you like what I'm doing, like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel. If you love what I'm doing, jump on my Patreon. Those are my favorite peoples right there. And yeah, thanks for coming by. I will see you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow, as long as I'm not paralyzed by pain. Goodbye for now. Wah, 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 wah.